Hello, my name is Jose. Um, Presentation is about Scott Jensen. He's 67 years old. He has three children and his wife called Mary Jensen. His previous political experience, he was a member of the Minnesota Senate from January 3rd, 2017 to January 5th, 2021. His political party is a Republican. He does not support any abortions uh, because it is bad for women. Women can die. Educational background, he attended Luther Seminary in St. Paul, Minnesota, and University of Minnesota in Twin Cities. His place of birth is in Sleepy Eye, Minnesota, and he was born in 1954 on November 19th. So this is Tim Waltz. He's 58 years old. His family, he is married to Gwen Whipple Walls and has two children. Educational background is he went to Chadron State College and Minnesota State University of Mankato. His place of birth is West Point, Nebraska. His previous political experience is member of the U.S. House of Representatives from January 3rd, 2007 to January 3rd, 2019. His political party is Democratic. One of the things that he supports is about women. Women should not abort because it's their decision or legal reasons. His lieutenant government mate is Peggy Flanagan. The first issue is Minnesota's crime epidemic. Scott Jensen wants to help with Minnesota's crime epidemic. He said that he's trying to create carjacking a crime. Right now, people who carjack are either charged with robbery or assault. Another thing Scott Jensen said that he wants to protect children and wants to increase protection of children because there is sexual exploitation and trafficking because of child pornography, and this causes because of child sex trafficking. Issue on Minnesota's crime epidemic. Tim Waltz's opinion. Tim Waltz was in charge of the incidents occurring in 2020, but he never did anything and called out the National Guards. He stated, when he did appear, Governor Waltz was asked about calling out the National Guard. He called them 19-year-old crooks. The National Guard did help a lot. There were men and women of the National Guard that helped many nights to stop the rioters, but Governor Waltz insulted them. Waltz supported for Omar's re-election in the 5th District to support efforts to shift funding away from police into the community-based crime reduction. Issue on education. Tim Waltz said that school and education is his top priority, and that every child should be able to attend school and have an opportunity to succeed. Waltz also said, I think that closes cross-subsidy. The federal government never kept with the response in this day, and they never kept up their funding of special education. If the state of Minnesota is able to close that cross-subsidy, that allows schools to make their own decisions.
My name is Carly, and I'm going to be introducing the candidates, Angie Craig and Tyler Kistner. Angie Craig is married to Cheryl Green and has 4 sons. She is the Democratic candidate, and she went to University of Memphis. Tyler Kistner is married to Mary Kistner and has 2 children. He is the Republican candidate, and he went to New England College. First issue I'm going to be talking about is abortion. Abortion rights have been a big topic in debates in the last few years. The debate is whether or not abortion should be banned in Minnesota. This has led to people splitting into 2 groups, pro-life or pro-choice. Angie Craig is pro-choice. She's helping to pass House bills to protect nationwide access to abortions. She co-sponsored the Women's Health Protection Act and the Ensuring Access to Abortion Act, and they passed the House. She voted for two critical pieces of reproductive rights legislation to ensure reproductive health care put into law across the U.S. Tyler Kistner is pro-life. He endorsed the efforts of Minnesota Concerned Citizens for Life, an anti-abortion rights group to reduce abortions across the country. He said the only exception is rape, incest, and the life of a mother, and thinks that abortion should be left to the states to decide. The second issue is jobs and economy. We have a major skills gap in the Minnesota job market. Minnesota employees cannot find the skilled workers they need with the right qualifications, and right now job seekers are having a difficult time getting the skills they need for high-paying jobs that are available today. Tyler Kistner's opinion on jobs and economy is he wants to get inflation under control by limiting government spending through new economic policies. He also wants to invest into American resources and manufacturing to bring back a stronger economy. He blames Angie Craig for the economy because of Biden's disastrous policies. Angie Craig's opinion on jobs and economy are she wants to work to shape the bipartisan Inflation Reduction Act, which she said she will cut the deficit, lower healthcare costs, and promote renewable energy. She wants to control insulin and other prescription drug prices to support farmers by fighting to allow year-round sales of the E15 gasoline fuel blend, and to cut taxes on small businesses. The second issue is jobs and economy. We have a major skills gap in the Minnesota job market. Minnesota employees cannot find the skilled workers they need with the right qualifications, and right now job seekers are having a difficult time getting the skills they need for the high-paying jobs that are available. Tyler Kistner's opinion on the jobs and economy is that he wants to get inflation under control by limiting government spending through new economic policies. He also wants to start investing into American resources and manufacturing to bring back a stronger economy. Tyler Kistner blames Angie Craig for the economy because of Biden's disastrous policies. Angie Craig's opinion on jobs and economy is that she wants to work to shape the bipartisan Inflation Reduction Act, which she said will cut the deficit, lower healthcare costs, and promote renewable energy. She also wants to control insulin and other prescription drug prices to support farmers by fighting to allow year-round sales of the E15 gasoline fuel blend, and to cut taxes on small businesses.
Lindsey Port is in the Democratic Party. Her statement on guns is that she will fund education on the safe storage of firearms and ammunition. Her statement on rights is she will fight for access on contraception, reproductive health care, and abortion services. Pam Myra is in the Republican Party. Her statement on inflation is that she is deeply concerned as it's causing problems on family budgets and our financial future. Statement on increase in crime in neighborhoods and cities is she will find solutions to these problems. Issue number 1, abortion. Lindsey Port co-authored SF 1995, which is the Protect Reproductive Options Act, which is to establish reproductive health rights, which adds to continue a pregnancy or obtain an abortion. Lindsey Port, as the co-founder and co-chair of the Reproductive Freedom Council, will protect access to a full range of reproductive care. She will protect every Minnesotan's right to health care and make sure that care is accessible in our communities. Pam Myra sponsored Bill HF 2927, which is abortion prohibited at or after 20 weeks post-fertilization age unless exceptions. Supports defunding Planned Parenthood, believes state government should encourage alternatives to abortion, provide safeguards for vulnerable females, and support women experiencing an unwanted pregnancy. Issue number 2, economy and inflation. Lindsay Port ensures safe and affordable housing, supports tax incentives for builders, invests in programs designed to assist families. Palmyra promotes jobs, use budget surplus to cut tax, create an environment where businesses start and stay, and protect family incomes.
Kayla Berg. She's a Democratic. She was once a flight attendant, and she's been to Ricks College and Brigham Young University. She's a family of 2, and she was once a member of the Minnesota House of Representatives from the 56B district. Van Holsen, Judy is his wife, has 2 children and 2 grandchildren. He was born in Robindale, Minnesota. Has been to Robindale High School and Mankato State University. His political experience was Committee Administrator, Minnesota of Representatives, Judicial Committee, Hennepin County Juvenile Court, Apple Valley City Council Advisory Committees. Economy. Caleb Berg wants to build a clean economy, help frontline workers replenish unemployment insurance, trust funds, and deliver bonus pay, and expanding access to affordable health care. Van Holsten wants to reduce personal income and business tax, eliminate taxes on Social Security benefits, and limit growth in state budgets. Education. Van Holsten returns to basics of general education, like reading, math, and science, and concentrate increasing test scores and graduation rates. Caleb Bird wants to increase mental health access to school and fund more into school counselors and other aid workers. And finally, Caleb Bird wants to expand vocational education and training opportunities.
I predict that Angie Craig will win for Minnesota governor because she is fighting for people like the choice for abortion and also for equal education opportunities to be available for everyone. For U.S. Representative of District 2, I think that Tim Walz will win because his top priorities is school and education, and he supports funding for more educational opportunities. For the state senator of District 55, I think that Lindsay Port will win because she is working hard to ensure reproductive rights and to fix the housing crisis. For state representative of District 55B, I think that Kayla Berg will win because she is working hard towards giving students more access to help like mental health and counselors and is working to make healthcare more affordable for everyone.